Wednesday. Welcome to, I think it's week 8 of nursing school. My day yesterday was so freaking busy. It took me forever to do my hair, and I did not even wrap my hair right, so I don't know if I'm even gonna be able to wear it down. But yeah, today is the week before spring break, so I got some midterms to do. Today we're taking our health and illness for our lifespan midterm exam. Last week I made note cards. I started making note cards. I made one note card for each, I guess, unit you can say, each day. And then I just been studying once I was finished. Yesterday, what did I do? I watched her exam review. I used my note cards, practiced with my note cards, and I did some, I did a practice exam that she made on ATI. And somebody made a Kahoot. One of the students made a Kahoot, so I used their Kahoot. I'm feeling pretty good, but you know, anything could happen. But I feel like even with the exam review, some of the questions she asked was not on the study guide, so that just means you need to know everything. Like, everything is fair game, which is like, what's the point of the study guide? You know what I mean? But anyways, I was gonna say something else. No, I can't remember what the heck I was gonna say. I'll be right. Oh, I remember. So we're taking our OB exam, and then immediately after we're done with our exam, we're starting our newborn to peds lecture. So we're gonna have a whole different teacher, and she's going to lecture right after we take the exam, which is I want to go home after the exam, but whatever. And I don't think she said we're not going to be able to see our scores right away. So yeah. I was going to ask y'all a question. Now I can't remember. I keep forgetting. So when y'all are like taking an exam, like, would y'all want to see y'all score right away, or would you rather just wait? Because for our nursing school, like when we take an exam, a lot of the times we end up getting points back, so our score would change. But I mean, I don't care. I need to know like immediately what I got. But yeah, I'm getting ready to go. I'm wearing a light jacket. I think the highest gonna be like 50 degrees. I'm ready for springtime. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for the sun to be out longer. I've been feeling real refreshed. Seasonal depression is a real thing. But, yeah, let's get ready to go. It took me 52 minutes to do that exam. We don't know our scores yet because she turned it off. Yeah, so we're finna start our peds lecture. So yeah.
Some of them, but study guide for this new class that we're in now.
Families, so I was afraid, you know, parents getting angry with me. Preschool, their ages 3 to 6 year olds. This is where they're initiating their courses stage. So they're wanting to learn as much as they can. They're very active. still trying to develop their sense of being able to do things independently. They are very enthusiastic about learning, and they get a sense of accomplishment more stressful, keeping that.
I feel like you guys are gonna fall, so I'm gonna try to pull off gently. But hey you guys, we got out of class at like 11:40, so we took our OB exam, and then I finished at like 10, so we had 30 minutes before the next class starts up. Let them go. And then our peds lecture started at 10:30, and then we were there until like 11:40, so it took a little bit over an hour to get through. Just an introduction lecture about family structures and child development, stuff like that we talked about. But yeah, we didn't see our scores. She turned it off where we can't see our scores, which is unfortunate, but yeah, which is unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So I don't know when we're gonna get our scores, but I'll let you guys know once I get it. I have this like flexible tripod. I have it connected to my phone holder thing, so that's why you guys are like shaking, because I don't have it like on there good. But I guess the flexible tripod is for like connecting to the steering wheel, but obviously I'm not gonna put you guys on the steering wheel while I'm driving. That would be crazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna do some editing. I'm behind. I have like 2 videos that I'm behind on that I need to edit, so I'm gonna edit, try to get one of them edited and posted today. We'll see. And then I'm gonna go to work. I gotta leave at 2 o'clock, so I don't have a whole lot of downtime today. We usually get out of this class at 11, but we had to do the exam, and then we have a whole new lecture. So yeah, but I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hey you guys, good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy exam day. I got my public health or population health exam, whatever that class title is. Do y'all notice something different about me? I don't know if I mentioned to y'all, but that I was gonna do it, but I went and got my eyebrows threaded and then tinted. I don't know, y'all. I like it, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. I don't know how to feel about it. We'll just leave it at that. I don't know. She did a good job. I don't know if they fit my face, if that makes sense. But last night at work, so busy. At like, I had to do a shower really late. After that, my resident was not feeling good. We had to call, well, the nurse had to call the ambulance for him. I had to go put somebody on the bedpan. I had to try to hurry up and chart. I had to spin back, get her off. Somebody else was like out of bed, and he's a fall risk, so I had to make sure he was settled. Like, it was just a whole lot going on. And that side, like, they so wrong for making that a one-person side at my job. But anyways, y'all want to know the story. It should be my latest CNA vlog, or whichever one is from, was on Wednesday the 12th. If y'all want to know more about that, but, or if y'all care to hear me vent. I did not finish my study guide. I think I have like 3 or so sections to do, but the study guide is pretty like straightforward, and it's like super, a lot of the sections only have like 2 to 3 One of them I seen had one thing that they wanted. She wanted us to define or know. So I don't know. It shouldn't be something I should be overly stressing about, but I'm gonna make sure I finish it. And somebody made a Quizlet, so I'm gonna make sure I work on that. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about my eyebrows. I'm curious if I'm like delusional or if they don't fit me or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all once I'm ready or once I'm at school. Okay, let's get going. Hey Google, turn off the music.
Yeah, I did.
I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
By MS. So the myelin sheath helps conduct the nerve impulse down the axon. You can also take botulinum toxin, which this one was kind of crazy to me, and inject it into a muscle. Things like medications that could help with the fatigue there. Steroids.
They happen at a few places more commonly than others. So they happen here where I've drawn it at the posterior communicating artery. They happen out here in the middle cerebral artery. They happen in the anterior communicating artery. And they can happen here, sort of near the junction.
Holes in his skull so that they can remove this section of his skull.
Craniotomy was performed by bracing a circular bone flap.
So the dura
A
is
small
one of your-
cruciate dural opening.
So as you can imagine, something that big is going to take up a lot of space in this guy's head and really be pressing on everything else.
After adequate removal of the clot,
It's a little bit hard to see. You guys can actually see the bleed itself here if you look close.
visible parenchyma within the surgical field is inspected. An active arterial bleeding was discovered.
You wouldn't necessarily know if your patient's already very altered that you're doing that.
All talk, I like cash talk. Lady diamonds hitting, turn a flash off. I'm like Wing Big City, I get bags off. Baby got a pretty face, slim waist, ass off.
Leave me out of
My
here.
own set, bitch, I never had the bag. I ain't taking shit.
It has to be 3 hours.
Yeah. They left your boy for days. She say, girl, that fat nigga keep a low grade. I still got powerhouses coming through on mopeds. I'ma still run it, check up like I got 4 legs. Give me any drug.
I can't even see myself, but I never updated you guys. So for Patho Pharm, we had the TA. He did a presentation about neurological problems like MS, strokes, traumatic brain injuries. I didn't go to the gym between classes like I usually do. I went to go get some food with the girls and I was studying and doing my Quizlet thing. Okay, so then after that we took our public health exam and I did amazing. I'm so happy, guys. I did way better than I thought. I got a 54 out of 57, so 95%. Really ate that exam up. I don't think I ever told you guys what I got on my OB exam. I got a 92%, so I did pretty good on that one as well. Yeah, so some people finish the exam quick as hell. I saw this one girl finished in like 15 minutes. It felt like we literally just started. How are you already done with the 54 question exam? Beats the hell out of me. I'm glad I didn't change my answers. Maybe the answers I would have changed would have been right, but there's a better chance they would have been wrong. So stick with what you know. Stick with what you know. I wonder if we get partial credit. Because I had an even number. So maybe we don't get partial credit. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go work out. I got done at like 1:40, just super early. We usually get out this class at like 3:30. sometimes we go all the way to 350. So I'm gonna do a quick workout and I'll check in with y'all afterwards.
We in the bag and we might give it to ya. And I'm with a bad bitch and I got in the deal. Oh yeah, I'm still saying this bitch knows like is it over? She gets down just like is it over? Run the block, she not holding shots. So you know that bitch bad, watch her blow. Now she gets away.
To my car. I'm not just walking back to class, I'm walking back to my car. But I did 3 sets of 12. I showed y'all all of the workouts I did except for the last one. I did the one where you plant your arms and you just like lift your legs up to your chest to work out your abs. I did 3 sets of 10 for that one because it's too much for me to handle. And then I saw somebody from my program. We were just like talking about the exam and how the thing went or whatever. And yeah, so I'm on the way home. I don't think I have anything else to say. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for clinicals. I gotta ride along. Mode. That's dangerous though because it's on an incline. So if you fall out of that, you'll be falling down a little mini hill. Parking checker is like right down the block. Let me get out of here. Get the hell on before they get to me. I am hot and cold at the same time. I didn't even eat what I brought for lunch. I brought like some tenders or whatever. But I'm gonna eat that when I get home. I'm very hungry. But I am gonna drink this protein shake. It tastes okay. It does kind of taste like coffee. 160 calories, 15 grams of protein. But yeah, if y'all have any recommendations for protein shakes for me to try, let me know. I hate how close this car is to me. But I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for clinicals, for real. All right along. Good morning, guys. Happy clinical day. Happy Friday. I'm finna get ready to leave. It's almost 8 o'clock. I looked at how far the place was. It said 11 minutes, but I looked in the middle of the night. So I would imagine it's gonna take longer with people actually out. So yeah, I'm finna get ready to get going. Okay, I just found a parking spot, so I'm gonna just wait a little minute to go in there, probably like 5 minutes or so. They still have damn it. This is like one of the oldest stations. It was built in the late 1800s. I'll talk more about this stuff later. Typical. All of them had these signs up. I wonder what that's about. Alright, you guys, so bear with me because I'm finna yap because I didn't even get to yap with nobody else. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen my page before, this is our public health semester or community health semester. So I'm at the fire station. Once or every other week we do a ride along with the fire station, and then every other week we're at the home station. So I have my ride along today, so it's basically self-explanatory. You just ride with either the engine, so the fireman, or you ride with the med unit. I've rode with both of them, so yeah. Okay, so I came in, we get there at 8:30. We were sitting around, they're giving me the rundown of stuff. We didn't get a call until 11, but before we got our first call, one of the medics, he gave me a tour. I've been to 4 others. This is my 4th station I've been to. This is the first one that I seen that still has the pole that you slide down, which I thought was really cool. We looked at pictures. I showed you guys some of the old pictures of the horse and carriage, and yeah, so they used to do calls with the horse and carriage before cars were around. So this is like one of the oldest stations in Milwaukee. Late 1800s it was built, which I thought was cool. I'm not really into history, but that type of history is kind of interesting to me. Yeah, he showed me around. So we got our first call. I thought it was at an apartment building, but it was actually a assisted living facility. We had an elderly man, early 90s, complaining of chest pain. So yeah, they, took vitals, of course. Tried to do an EKG, couldn't get a good picture because of his condition. We ended up just transporting him to the hospital, the nearby one. We ended up, they put an IV in him. They started an IV line on him. But yeah, and then I got to see the shift report. I noticed other girls in my school scrub. So I don't know if they were 4th semester students, because I don't think that hospital was one of our locations for clinicals. So they must be in their last semester. Okay, but anyways, we went back to the station. It was quiet for a minute. We ate lunch. While we were like finishing up lunch, we got another call for the bed unit. One of the guys, he was eating a burger. He had only like a little bite left. He took it with him. My food, I was almost done, but I just had like a little bit left. But I just ate it when I came back. But the second call, I'm trying to think, what was the... Oh, okay. The second call was like a fall. Somebody fell, middle-aged woman. That call was kind of odd. It was not odd, but I think I know that person. And I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So that was cut and dry. We didn't have to do anything. There was already an engine on site. It was a BLS type of call, so that means the Curtis or Bell will transport them. We only take ACLS, I think that's what it is. So if there's like something more serious going on, we would take them. So the Milwaukee Fire Department's paramedics will take them versus a EMT, if that makes sense. So we just were kind of in and out. The apartment building, it was like the hallway was really narrow, and there were like a lot of people already there from the other engine, so I didn't get to look in the house. But the name, the support person, I think I know those people. So yeah, and then we went back. We were just talking. They told me something about well, they didn't tell me, but they were just talking something about somebody transported a patient to the hospital that just gave birth in the patient's car. So yeah, they were telling me a whole bunch of crazy stories that was going on or whatever. But we got a late call. Well, they got a call I was like, they got a call for the engine, and I've been riding with the maintenance. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just stay behind. They ended up coming right back, so it was a false alarm, or somebody called for a non-emergency reason, so they came right back. So I'm like, okay, you know, I made the right choice staying back. And then the last call, they were like, it's a GSW, a gunshot wound. This might be interesting. So I just ended up going with them, but we kind of learned some more information. So it was a suicide actually, but I still ended up riding with them. It was right by the lake. We were there just to help, or they were there just to help clean up the sidewalk. So I guess they needed the fire department's, you know, hose or whatever. I don't know if they really even used the hose. They had some like buckets of water, but yeah, they just had to help clean up the scene. That took some time because the police were finishing up, the tow truck was moving stuff, and the medical examiner just left, so that took some time. So it took time just to even get over there, and then they cleaned up, and then we left. So she told us to leave at 2. The call was like late, so I probably should have just stayed behind, but they kind of made it seem like it was gonna be interesting, so I went. But I came, well, it was, you know, but you know, anyways, I came back at I didn't get back to the station until like 2:37, and 2:30 is our start time for our post conference. So I was updating my teacher as we're going in, one of my clinical partners. So she just ended up telling me like it's okay for me to just go home once I get to the station, and to let her know once I'm on my way home, just to make sure I'm safe. So yeah, everybody else must have came to the post conference early. That probably what happened. Everybody came early and they talked about what they seen, or maybe they didn't see anything. Maybe they had no calls. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to email her and let her know what I seen today. I'm gonna have to yap with my homegirl. Well, we're going on like a road trip to the Dells, so I'm gonna yap with her on Monday about what I seen. But yeah, it's super nice out. It's 60 something degrees, the sun is shining, the lake is beautiful. Like, it's been a nice day, and it's the start of spring break, so I'm really excited for spring break. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next video. If you made it this far, comment a horse or like a fire truck. Yeah, a horse or a fire truck. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.